Being part of your crew is just...
Конечно, старт с этим мужиком это сильно. Точно 2 оповещения.
best.
Так. О. Так, куда мне надо идти, я же не помню. Известность.
People complain about wearing their suits on field expeditions. To me, it's like a second skin.
Что у нас тут?
This mining facility looks stable, but at the first sign of seismic activity, it should get out of
Что знакомое место?
Ah, fancy a bit of spelunking, do we?
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself. You are from Constellation. Vladimir said someone might be coming.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members? Dutifully following orders. I should not be frustrated with you. It is good that you have their trust. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk.
Почему, блин? Так аж 6 был. Может, я был. Чего там есть пистолет же, да? Мышка, блин, использовался. Собираем все. 15-очку можно на эту. На Марсе или где, я не помню, где Сидония, короче. Упс. Ну там похрена, вот если я прыгну. Все, вот так еще пойдет. Так, кнопка. Ж не та. А, ну. У меня Weapon Engineering есть. Это у нас Workbench. Ага. Это тупо, короче, грейд. Ага. Теперь у меня есть сюда. Просто почать снычка, что ли? Сука, в упор не попадаю.
Always worth checking. You know what you might find in their pockets.
Вообще не вижу. Понял. Так. Вот и... Какая-то бредятина. Кажется, уже забирал здесь, не?
You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision? Barrett told me the headaches afterwards were immense. I see he did not exaggerate. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done. I might say that many do. It is surprising to find someone else from Constellation who agrees with me. They tend to avoid conflict wherever possible. What experience led you to that belief? What did you do before Constellation?
Шахтер.
Argos. I have heard of this company. Small, reckless. Interesting. I do not have experience with this profession, but I have my own experiences with risk. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that Varun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand? I would not expect you to. I have simply asked. You will do what you feel is necessary, and that will be all right. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us.
Делай, что хочешь. Пешком отсюда убираться. А если не пролезу, если краску не надо. Кстати, сколько у меня? Вот еще купить. Пятнашка еще есть. На сотку, наверное, купить. Чтобы не запариваться. Оп. Надо выше дать. Вот еще синька упала. Хотя в сравнении с другими костюмами смысла нет. Потому что топовый вид брать, его уже эпическое. Кстати, я по щам могу начать давать, да?
Mining operations can make or break an entire company. Dig in the wrong place, and that's millions of credits down the drain.
Это сейчас еще корабль обходить 100 раз. Короче. Когда бежишь, даже хуже. По итогу. Так, 100. А, у меня это я смотрел. Research. Любриканты. Словно. Что показывать будет? Найти бы увидеть.
Is mining on the schedule today?
Yes, Your Eminence?
А это я забрал. Это все равно хуже. Он выглядит лучше. А вон. Так. Блин, забивать я буду долго. Хорошо. Так.
I have things for you.
Это зачем мне покупать что?
Look at this place. It's just as we left
Раньше
it.
корабль надо было, я уступил.
You know, I've often wondered who keeps life so meticulously clean.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader? I catch myself just staring at the collection sometimes, wondering what it all means. Maybe that's how our ancestors felt when they were looking up at the stars for the first time.
They didn't just gawk at the stars, Mateo. They explored. They tested. Science brought us to space, not daydreaming.
I disagree. What's the point of science if not to enable humanity's dreams? And where do those dreams come from?
Not every dream is a pleasant one. I agree with Noel. The work is what moves us forward.
You're with me, right? Science or dreams? Which one is the true muse of space exploration?
Это только наука.
Another realist has joined our ranks. I'm outnumbered.
The truth hurts, Mateo.
Don't look at me. You two already know my flag is firmly planted in the science camp.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help. Yes. So am I. Let me know if you need me.
Пожалуй.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Oh,
Подожди. А, это оттуда.
thank you, but it was not.
Into the unknown. Мисков сколько? Пойдем по сюжетке. Пять глаз.
Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
It must be great to be able to see yourself whenever you want.
А, все, я вспомнил, кто это.
It's full of mirrors.
Solid docking key there. Nice work.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one. Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open. And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
Надеюсь, меня там ничего не прибьет.
I picked up something you might be interested in. Landing site locked. Take us in.
Oxygen.
Ох, не рубит.
Hydrogen. It's all here.
Камень, что ли? Надо его загрейдить. Чуть необычное.
They have these jetpacks for a reason, you know. Is this the anomaly? It's gigantic. Oh, look at that architecture.
Темплет.
Notice how the room is reacting to our presence. Those rings in particular.
Прикольно. Другая сторона. Точно надо так делать? Что это? Gravity Field.
What can I help you with? That
А ты ничего не скажешь?
awesome! And I very rarely use that word for anything. We need to get you looked at back at the lodge.
Пошли.
While we're here, it wouldn't hurt if we checked in at the lodge.
Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail. An entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Каким образом?
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird. So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
More questions than answers.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time. Don't think it's just fortune's laugh that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
If you have a moment, I have
Гравитация, конечно, будет тоже вполне интересно.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible to minimize possible negative effects.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning. It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect. That settles it then.
Вообще, на него я пока не хочу.
Stops when we get to the city, and then the drinks will be on me.
Drinks are on you.
Миллион квестов было.
Now I'm certain there's something wrong with you, Walter.
It'll be easy, I promise. I'll ride passenger on your ship until we get to Neon. Just let me know when you're ready to set off. To the VIII star system, then. I admit I'm a little excited.
Что я там был?
Let's stay away from Ebside. The locals there don't exactly appreciate the tourists.
На него не туда пятнашку он срабатывает. Так, нет, обратно. Сейчас продамся.
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge,
I suppose we should pay it a visit, purely for exploratory purposes.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems.
If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3,
Еще активность, но добавляется, по-моему. А где эта фигня-то? А вон. Нужны бабки.
Always happy to take your money.
На одних пушках я уже все, скажем, погасил. Хилки есть?
Then here I thought you were just.
Что за страшная хрень? Окей.
Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
Smell that? Construction, incense, industrial chemicals of every kind. But they still can't get rid of the odor of chasm gas. We need to stop by the Stroud-Ekman offices. There's certain authorization procedures when large funds are being transferred, even for something like this.
Ну, то есть сразу он не мог попасть. Все должно быть по сюжету, по логической цепочке. Сначала основные делать, а потом ковыряться. Не бейтесь. Такой-то реген есть. Какой-то посадок язык. Все будет.
I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the town. Can you have a moment?
Mr. Stroud, we didn't know you were coming in.
It's all right. I just need to have a short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes, allow me to bust you inside. You know, Mr. Stroud, you are so lucky.
Так, еще. Да отстань. Так, что-то ФК слишком долго вышло. Идите не впадло.
Shall we continue from last time? The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake? Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my partner. And you're just standing right here. Issa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund in our glorious company's branding. Ah, yes, the daring explorers my partner is so infatuated with. You should hear him reciting that speech.
There's no need to go into that.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. Such passion. If he talked to the board that way, I wouldn't need to placate them so much. Yes? Why are you here, Walter? The board meeting isn't for a while. Our vacations aren't coming up either.
It's the discretionary fund, Issa. I need all of it.
Oh, this wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting you've set up at the Astro Lounge, would it?
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack into my files again?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me, can mutual distrust lead to a point where it's actually the same as mutual trust? A remarkably insecure location for a clandestine meeting.
That was the point. Neutral territory in the open.
With no leverage. You must let me help. It's been too long.
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the cellar. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage if things go wrong.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the codes on the doors.
Yes, exactly. I hate being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband. We need to go through the fund authorizations anyway.
James Newell is the broker who knows our seller. He'll be able to help you find out more about them. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds since I won't be joining you. Meet me back here. I'm going to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving you to the Neon Sharks, I promise.
Так, погнали.
Have things for you.
Cause any trouble, and I'll drag you straight to mine.
А, стой. Тоже интересно. Какая-то бедная туса.
You're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, we have plenty of Aurora for sale. Oh, we have plenty of that. But why not try something different? New planet, new city, new experiences. It's what life's all about. Here, take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure? Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere else in the settled systems. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away.
235 тысяч.
How unfortunate. But I will be here should you change your mind. You can look, but we both know what you're here for. A bit of Aurora, right? The Astral Lounge is one of the safest places in all of Neon. Security is hand-picked from the finest officers in the city. I'm afraid that would be a serious fire hazard. And I think it's only fair to warn you that the network security on our doors is state-of-the-art. Then I would say you'd be interested in the Astral Lounge VIP package. For a reasonable fee, our security can be your security.
Посмотрим.
We do strive for setting the most reasonable rate. Huh. You work for Stroud Eklund? Perhaps something could be arranged. I'm sorry, but our policies demand even high-profile customers pay our fees. I hear you. I'm trying to be reasonable here. Well, I think we can certainly offer a discounted rate for you, if you were still interested.
То тоже понимаю.
Excellent. Let me just apply that discount we discussed, and done. We do hope your meeting goes to your satisfaction. Pretty amazing, isn't it? That's Borealis, only 19 years old, and yet she produces some of the most heart-pounding, trippiest electronic music you've ever heard. I don't know where she gets her inspiration, but I'm betting all that free Aurora she gets has something to do with it. Enjoy the lounge.
Нехило.
My mother wanted me. You're out there a lot, right? In space?
Oh, sorry. You'll have to hack that on your own.
Проблем нет. что?
Yes? What do you want? Yes? What's so important that you need to interrupt my busy schedule? I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter, but that's such a ridiculous question. I'm going to gift you with a response. I don't own Neon. Neon is the property of Xenofresh Fisheries, of which I just happen to be the CEO and the major majority stakeholder. Now, if you'd care to take a moment to dissect that statement in your tiny little mind, I'm confident you'll discover the answer to your question. Not that it's any of your business, but yes, I'm the administrator of Neon. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job. But do you want to know my favorite? One snap of my finger and people who ask too many questions get thrown off of the upper platform. I love that one. Yes, yes.
This is
Понял. Интересно, есть кто-нибудь, кто может похвалить то, что я не PC убил?
Tevin Anastas has run into some trouble. Word to the wise. You don't want a piece of that.
Local security in the three-star range.
You're in the Vanguard, right?
Be careful.
We're fully stocked and ready to sell. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend. Started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing. And that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor. But we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. Thanks for stopping by our shop. Have a moment. Say hello to my... First time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. Watch your back out there.
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty? Hey there. Welcome to Newell. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Information isn't usually free. Easy, friend. Not looking for trouble. New intel, new transaction. Take it or leave it.
Черт.
Try it. Had a freelancer trail the seller back to his place. Sleep Crate 1. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun, James.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't.
Было за косарь попробовать. Пучкованием размножаются. Конечно, не посадят.
Is so satisfying, isn't it? I have something I need to discuss with you.
Конечно, надо запечатлеть. Оп. Кинчик смотреть. Это Doom.
run into spacers?
Something for you when you have a moment.
I haven't even stopped to ask you how you are.
Хватит было палить.
I'm fine. The board complains. I assure them. There's the occasional assassination attempt.
So, you don't need anything from me then?
I don't.
Am I just some useless stargazer? You would have been better off marrying a Hope or a Tayo, someone who could be with you at every meeting.
Oh, don't go on about that again. Needing
There's something
you
I
isn't
need
the same
to
as
talk to you
wanting
about.
you.
Yeah,
and I'd
what is
much
it?
rather want my partner than need them. Less complicated.
I know Constellation seems to take up so much of my time, but I never stop thinking of you, wondering what maneuvering you're doing to take over the company and drive me out.
It's how I show my love.
How are the preparations coming? To the Astral Lounge and our cellar. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation, just in case. Good luck, all of you.
Погнали.
Have things for you.
Он так уже не пойдет. Да? Пятьсот загрузок.
When you have the time, of course.
All right, we're here. Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them. Larger than normal. Big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers.
Code phrases? My goodness, Walter, I think you're taking this espionage business a little too seriously.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
Hey, you want to dance?
Мне кажется, не сюда. Ой. Это было, походу, громко. Сейчас сказал элеватора, Рамси, Трэверс.
I'm flying right
If you're hiring, I could really use the work.
Кажется, такое себе место.
Yes? What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking? Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
Понятненько.
I just saw our seller walk by. Good job. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound? This'll be fun. I find matching wits with the neon underworld to always be invigorating.
Security's got his eyes on Saburo Okadigbo. That guy's trouble for the status quo, if you know what I mean.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous. So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet I'm on.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind. And I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in?
Чё, охренел, что ли?
Oh, really? And how do you know that? Who talked?
Does it matter? We know you're in a fix, and we're still willing to buy. For the agreed-upon amount.
I got people after me, okay? I can't just settle on what we agreed on. I need more so I can disappear.
That's not our problem. We came here expecting one amount. Now you want another.
You telling me Walter Stroud ain't got the cash? I'll walk out of this booth right now. I leave now. I can get a jump start on the people after me, instead of you all wasting my time.
You'd be on your way already if you just take the money I'm offering you and shut up. What's it going to be? Take or walk?
Fine. This thing is all yours.
Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after.
Да нормально.
Shall we?
Да.
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah. Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
There a problem here?
Yes. This armed thug was trying to steal our belongings.
I'm going to need you to back away from our VIPs. Now.
Fine, but you can't stay in the Astro Lounge forever, Stroud. Nicholas Slayton's already got your number.
Slayton is a man of considerable resources. Sending our men into the Astro Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
Если нам еще охотиться будут.
Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's creased a few poems. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
There goes our way out. The same way everything works on Neon. Money. It's terrible at keeping secrets. The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Engines, thrusters. Yes, I'm fully aware this has not gone according to plan.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make an appointment.
Попробуем.
Something you might, when you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. There's something I need to talk to you about.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you? Slayton Aerospace is the premier component supplier for a variety of starship needs. But if you were supposed to be here, you would know that already. I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man. I think we can work something out. Maybe I can see if he has just a moment.
Конечно.
Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you. Just use the elevator.
You have a question? You can chat with the receptionist all you want.
Как противно.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace.
Чего не все враги паничны?
This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine and then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right, we've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay? I'm aware of the irony of me continuing to say it'll be easy. But it'll be easy.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on.
Что делать вентиляционная система-то?
Security is on full alert. No point slipping through unnoticed now. You have to fight your way to the exit.
Anything valuable?
Они как бы сами захотели. Куда? Хотя по барабану уж. Какой? Колышешь.
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well.
Чистенько. Чё ж такое? В упор не могу попасть. Прикольно. За глаза.
I have something I need to discuss with you. Yeah? Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare. I find that to be rather surprising. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind? Well, good. I'm pleased to hear that. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone. Perhaps that's true, or perhaps you were simply quite lucky. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall. Oh, believe me, this is positively exhilarating. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere? Indeed, a mystery that well, hopefully both of us are determined to solve. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed. Well, yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you've acquired. This is all scientifically speaking, of course. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Ничего не выжить, надо, походу, еще нет.
I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here? Aren't you? In the back of your mind, through the tunnel vision of adrenaline, there's a part of you that belongs here. It happens to all of us. You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although I do count a few more guns on my side. I do admit, having the co-CEO of Stroud Eklund in my office is quite the opportunity.
How are your quarterlies looking, Nicholas? Perhaps we can add Slayton Aerospace to our supply chain, provided this unpleasantness was behind us.
Yes, I think that could be a most beneficial exchange. There is just the small matter of paying for the humiliation. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think It would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves. I yield to your judgment. You've more than proven yourself capable of resisting any course of action I attempt to dictate to you.
I trust that you're not seriously considering having that thief killed.
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
Just let him go.
When you
No
have the
sense
time,
in more
of course.
violence. We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
Thanks for taking time to chat. I received a message from Constellation. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you. Something like that. It's difficult to explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. Yeah, I suppose painful is an appropriate way to put it. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shattered division and a bunch of excuses. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced. Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn. Of course you do. I'm just not thinking straight right now. Phew, this has taken a lot out of me, so maybe we should just leave things right here. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Косяк.
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor. 10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. You're damn right I stole that thing. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. But the truth is, it's all about who steals the most and gets away with it. Slayton took it all. Probably in one of his secure accounts somewhere.
I'll settle up with him later. Arbitration, lawyers, all that nonsense.
Please, I was just trying to sell a product, okay? Isn't that why we're all here?
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all, even if we have found ourselves working with the man he stole from.
Thank you.
You have no idea how lucky you are, Musgrove. If it was up to me, I'd have fed you to the wolves.
Да ты охренел.
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well. I'll clear things up with the authorities. You're free to go.
Let's talk more back at the ship.
Another fight.
Got one!
Нахрена я его убил? Такая до этого разговора.
When you have a few moments, there's something
Появился.
to discuss.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators.
Ладно. Сегодня все, завтра переиграем. Или завтра что-нибудь другое поиграю, не знаю. Что-то я кнопочку забыл нажать. Да и что-то у меня сил уже нет. Пошел.